As you know, this is a revision session. We're going to practice some mock exam related to the exam we're going to have, inshallah, end of term 1. So the evening is English reading and writing exam time today at 4 p.m. The objective is, as you can see, by the end of this class, student will be able to understand the end of term 1 reading and writing exam format. We know what type of questions, what expected to do in the exam. For the reading and writing, we can recognize the writing assessment rubric, view and reflect on graded sample of student writings. We're going to practice an interactive assess reading and writing mock exam. And finally, I'm going to receive some constructive feedback from teacher and, of course, from our classmates or peers. Well, let's listen to the online discipline rules. Okay, that's all. I just want you to participate effectively. If you have any question, please don't feel shy asking this question. If you want to interrupt your teacher or classmate, it's not actually good. The only way to accept this is by raising your hand. This is how you should take turn. Just raise your hand. I will know that you want to say something or have some comments. Okay. Well, I have already prepared something for revision. I will share this link with everyone. I hope you can access this. Kindly click on this ClassCake link. You will reach this page. Let me know if you can't reach this. All that you need to do is write your name. If you need a code, the code will be the last letters and figures here. This will be the code, SUKBR5. Okay, if you need the code, here it is. So kindly write your real name, okay, so that will be able to follow up and track your answers. So let's get started.
Assalamu alaikum.
Mister,
Welcome.
Mister.
Alaikum assalam wa rahmatullah. Yes.
We don't have a chat box. A chat box we don't have.
What's your name, please? Mohamed? Mohamed Ismail?
Yes, Mister. Yes, yes.
Oh, yeah, that's because you're grade 9. This is only hosted on grade 9, grade 10 class. Okay, what can I help? How can I help you? Let me say I will get the ClassCake original link and I will share the code with you. Just a minute, please. Mohammed, can you write on the bar here, search bar light, app.classkick.com, or even on Google. Google it. If you write here, yeah? It's so
Okay,
easy.
I'll open it. I'll open.
You open it already. That's great. So if you write here, ClassKick, student login, like this, you find this homepage. Okay. click here, class cake, and from this home page on your right, it's loading. I think because I'm already logged in, yeah, it will start my own page. So let me find this here. Google it, everyone, please. If you don't have the access to the chat, Google class cake, right? Class cake, student login. Okay. Anyway, this is class cake. You find it, right? Easy. Then click on this link. You find the home page of class cake. On your right, top right, here this login, student and teacher. Please choose student again. So Google class cake, write the word class cake. Here it is, class cake. Okay. Then this homepage will open for you. So please go to your right, top right here. You find login, student and teacher. So please log in as a student. Once you click on student, it may ask you for a code. Yeah, this is student login code. What code you should write? This is the code. Okay, SUKBR5. It doesn't matter whether capital or small letters. It doesn't matter actually. Okay. So have you already started? Everyone is on class cake. I hope there's no issue. Who still has an issue with that? Who's struggling?
Mr.
You started already, Mohamed?
Yeah, Mr.
Me too,
Great.
teacher.
Who else has an issue? Who else has an issue? Have you already logged into class cake? Please use a code. This is a code. SUKBR5. This is code for my class. Everyone is there?
Teacher,
If you have an
which
issue, please raise your hand. Put your hand down, Mohammed. Yes, Muayyad?
Which page?
Which page? You already opened it, right?
Yeah.
That's great. Well, let's start from the first page. So I expect that everyone is on class cake right now, right? Please let me know if you have an issue, any issue with you. I can help you. All that you need to do is write or Google class cake, write this word class cake like this way, and then you find the link, click on the link, and on the top right you find login as a student or as a teacher. You are a student, so you have to click on the student login and enter this code. That's it, easy. Well, this is the front page. Once you log in, giving you the objectives of what you're gonna do today. So let's go through them quickly until we reach the mock exam. Well, words are free. It's how you are using that may cost you. So yeah, really, language is words, and everyone is known by his own words. Your choice of words may cost you a lot if you use gentle words or use rude words. It's up to you. I like this proverb. Well, here we go. What is the format of your exam, inshallah, reading and writing exam? Anyway, for this year, it's really unlike any other year. Actually, you cannot depend on exams by previous years because the format is totally different. Okay, let me see what's new here. The new part, not the multiple choices. We are familiar with multiple choices. You're going to find 6 multiple choices for the reading part 1 and 2, reading passage. For grade 9, 10, and I expect also 11, you may have only 1 passage. But I think for grade 12, you're going to have 2 passages. Anyway, both are the same. It will follow the same format or outline. Multiple choices depends on your understanding of the text, scanning for details and so on. An informative text question. This question asks you to reflect on the previous question or reflect on the whole passage at all. So here in this last question, you have to write a short response, short answer response, okay? And you need to cite evidence that supports your answer, okay? Well, this is a new thing about this year's exam, which is the reflection part of reading. You need to write a short statement and support this answer with some evidence from the text or even from your own experience. But mostly it will be an evidence from the text itself. Okay. What about maze, which is part 3 in the reading section? We have actually 2 sections, reading and maze and writing. For reading, going to have 1 hour, perhaps 1 hour maximum, reading and maze. And for the writing, going to have like 30 minutes. Try to finish your writing. Okay. Well, the maze will be like fill in the gap or choose between brackets like this. It will be based mainly on grammar and vocabulary. Your understanding of use of English or grammar, English mechanics and vocabulary. Well, academic vocabulary, of course. What about writing? This is, if you can take a screenshot, would be helpful for you. This is what you're going to be assessed on while you're writing. So you'll be assessed on the task completion. So in the writing, we'll ask you to write about a particular topic and try to cover certain points, maybe 3 or 4 points. So task completion means that I will see when I mark your writing, I will see if you already covered all the points required from you. So you need to discuss every single point in that. Please cover these points from 1 through 4 or 5, whatever points there are. So you need to cover them. You will get 3 marks if you cover the 3 points. I mean, all 3 marks for all the points. Organization, well, I expect that for grade 9, you will be asked to write a paragraph, but or maybe you're gonna be asked to write a short essay. The minimum short essay, the minimum essay would be like 3 paragraphs: introduction, body, discussion, and conclusion. So for higher grades, maybe 11 and 12, you may be asked to write at least 5 paragraphs like introduction, point 1, point 2, point 3, and conclusion. So you need to expect so. Anyway, this is the layout. So you need to find the organization in at least 3 paragraph essay, introduction, discussion, and conclusion. In the introduction part shows a topic sentence, a theme, and so on. Then you will get 3 marks if you use academic vocabulary. Don't use repetitive vocabulary. Don't repeat the same word every now and then. So please use a variety of topic-related academic vocabulary, variety of vocab. Okay. Language structure means grammar. Language structure means like the using of sentence structures. So you need to use simple, compound, and complex. Use a lot of linkers, like what? You can use and, but, before, after, when. These makes your sentences, these things will make your sentence like, has a variety of structures. Don't only use simple sentences, it will lower your marks. Grammar, you should revise and double check for grammar mistakes, punctuation, and spelling. And finally, you need to mind the word count. If you are required to write maybe minimum 100 words, you need to write at least maybe 7 or 10 sentences. Okay. Well, let's proceed. I don't want to waste a lot of time here. This is the rubric, assessment rubric. What you be assessed on for reading, for example, your ability to understand the overall meaning, your ability to identify details, main points, ideas, and also details. This is about the overall message, main idea, and also details as well. You're gonna scan this, be able to scan the text for details, specific ideas, and information. Also inferring meaning. So nothing will be given directly. You need to infer, means to make guesses, to guess some understanding from between lines. This is called inference. And also you need to have the ability to show how to make connection between the passage or the topic discussed in the passage and your own experience or another passage, something you read about this topic on another passage or in another book. You need to make this connection. And finally, the reflection question will be based on finding evidence or citing evidence from the text. Okay, so let's proceed to the next one. Well, the layout, or let's say the format of the writing, should go this way. When you start writing, you need to manage your time. You need to practice a lot. Take a topic and try to practice writing within like 30 minutes. Okay, I advise you to divide the 30 minutes into different slots. First 5 minutes to prepare some main ideas you're going to write about, or the points you're going to write about. So you need to find some points, point 1, 2, and 3 in the discussion part. Okay, within the first 5 minutes, you need to find mapping your ideas. And then the following 20 minutes, you need to write, okay, and edit your writing. And then it would be like 25 minutes. Then the final 5 minutes will be for revising, you know, double checking for any mistakes or whatever. Okay, so the writing should go through this, essay writing should go through this organization, introduction, discussion, and closure or conclusion. In the topic sentence, in the introduction, you need to start with a topic sentence. And this topic sentence should become after the catchy opening. Try to find an interesting starting, because if you start with an interesting thing or words or statement, it will hook or, you know, attract your reader. So you can start with a question like, have you ever wondered why? Or what if? What if is a good start actually. What if something happened to you? So you can start like this to keep your reader, which is your marker. The reader will be your marker, interested in reading your own response. You can also tell a story, but you need to make it short actually. Do you know the real story behind McDonald's, for example, or coronavirus? You can start like this, or you make a comparison and contrast. For example, wearing a school uniform. If you're talking about school code, a dress code, is like playing in one big football team, because in a football team, everybody is wearing like one team, wearing the same uniform. Okay, or contrast, even though drugs are illegal, some are used for medical purposes. This is kind of contrast. Contrast means similarities. Comparison means, you know, differences between things, and so on. Okay, I think you can discuss, go through all the slides and understand them in detail. Let's go through the other ones here. Yeah, this is very important actually to understand how you'll be assessed. You need to assess yourself when you finish your writing. Ask yourself, I introduced with an attention grabbing question or statement. So give yourself a mark. Yes, I did pretty well. So give yourself 3 points. The topic sentence and thesis statement are clear. You specified and identified the points we're going to discuss. You need to specify to find clear topics. Clear points you need to discuss in the discussion paragraph, and so on. Finally, what matters here is closure. In the closure part or the conclusion, you can start in summary, in conclusion, overall, and you can summarize the main points or give your own opinion. Say I believe or I think, or you can ask a question, open-ended question, to keep your reader, you know, inquiring, or you can recommend something. You know, this is at the end of your writing. We will see this in our mock exam. Well, I think this is really important to understand how the marker, will give you marks or grade your writing. Incidents of students writing teachers marking and comments. You see here, this student was asked to write about, you know, what zoos have you been to? His like holiday or experience visiting a zoo. And this was the student answer. It looks like in an essay format. I like this organization actually. You say study event is the largest, you know, using superlative adjective. This is really impressive. But what I discovered here, the student got 0. Why? Because as you see here, over 80% plagiarized. It's from the internet. So kindly, please, don't depend on the internet. You can just seek ideas from the internet, but an exam, it's, you know, window locked. You cannot seek internet help. But if you get access to the internet, please don't copy and paste anybody's ideas and say this is your own. This will be penalized. Understand? Okay. What about this example? This student got almost the full mark. Missed only one thing. He didn't complete all the points. He didn't cover all the points. So how did they travel? What places these points are missing? You know, that means he got almost the full mark. This is from his own, you know, thinking. Also this way, he got almost the full mark except for the conclusion. He didn't summarize the main points, or he didn't say overall to sum up. In conclusion, he did not give any conclusion part. So please try to stick to the layout of essay writing. Well, I think this will be helpful for you. We spent some minutes here. I think you can proceed reading and try to make benefit from this. Reading and write a mock exam. We're gonna start the mock exam. We'll try to practice all the techniques I just said. This is gonna be the reading part 1 and 2, reading and maze. Okay. Now maze will be next, inshallah. So this is reading text. All that I need you to do, go through is let's start with the first part here. After that, go take task 2. Task 1 is, you know, try to understand the meaning of words. I want all of you, please, to try to match the words, vocabulary, task 1 here, to the meaning. Okay? So this would be the first task I want you to do, please. So please start task 1 on your own, and then I will give you feedback. You're gonna get maybe perhaps 2 minutes or 3 minutes doing it. Revising vocabulary. This is list of vocabulary you're gonna find in the reading. So kindly try to see if you understand these words or not. Match the meanings to the vocabulary. Okay. Time, you're gonna get 2 minutes to do so. Now let's check your understanding. Khalid. Hello, Khalid. How are you? Khalid?
Hi.
Do you understand what we're gonna do now, Khalid?
Yes, teacher.
Yeah, what will you do, Khalid? Tell me. Slide 12, Khalid. Slide 12, okay? What is the first task? What will you do? Tell me. You will match the words to the meaning, okay? Find the meaning of the words. For example, let's take this word here. Yeah, I think it's better to explain how to use the tools, how to use it for students who didn't use ClassClick before. So this is the tool Shabab toolbar. If you want to match, you can click on this here, click on this pen mode and use a color, for example, this color, and you can match like this. Unlike, what's the meaning of unlike? Which word means unlike here? Unlike. Who can tell me? Unlike.
Different
so we can
from.
say different from. So this is how you do it. Unlike, okay? Well, this is what I do. Different from means unlike. What about early adopters? Early adopter. This one, early adopters. Someone who adopts something from the very beginning, early.
People who are the first to buy or use new technology.
That's it. People who are the first to buy or use something. So we're gonna do this like this. Okay, match the word to the meaning. So I will keep silent right now. Get like 3 minutes trying to do it, and then I will check your answers. Okay. If you finish, let me know, please.
Sir, I finished.
What's your good name, please?
Lena.
Lena. Okay, let me find Lena. Your answers here. Lena. Yeah, here you go, Lena. Okay, slide 12. Okay. Well, Lena. Good. So ironically means in a funny way. That's great. Funny, strange way. Okay, websites and apps like Facebook. This is social media. Early adopters, we already did 6. Number 3, different from means unlike. Well, for to not get the benefits of, to miss out something. That's right, to miss out something on. Okay, needing something too much or in an unhealthy way. Addiction, yeah, there's too much. Exaggeration, that's why we say TWO, too much. This is addiction. Well, people who are the first to buy or use new technology are early adopters. Yeah, well done. All the time without a break, constantly, to have no access to be cut off from. Well done, Lina. You did pretty well, mashallah. Okay, I'm gonna give you a star, Lina. You did pretty well for this. Okay, here we go.
I finished too.
Teacher, do we
Who
start
else
the second
finished?
task?
Sorry, who's speaking?
Hussein, teacher.
Okay, Hosam, just a minute, please. Hold on, just a minute. I will see who else. Yeah, okay, Lina. Who else, Shabab, wants me to review his answer?
Teacher, I've done.
Talal. Okay, Talal. This is your name, please. Yeah. Have you written your name as Talal or you? Ah, yeah, here it is, Talal Miklid. Let me see what you did, Talal. You did the same, Talal, or something different? Ironically, Nafan, early adopters, to be cut off from means to have no access. That's right. Constantly, all the time, addiction. I think all are okay. Well done. Such an early bird you are. Deserve it. That's great. Good. Well, I think who else done, Shabab? Who else? Your name, please. Your good name?
Hussein, teacher.
Hussam. Where is your name, Hussam? Yeah, this one, Hussam Awad. Okay. Anyway, the answer already shown here. If you did the same, that means you deserve it. Well done, Hussam. I think you did the same thing. Such an early bird. Early
Mr. I
ironic.
finished.
That's right. What's your good name? Well done, Hussam. You did pretty well.
Abdullah Emad.
Abdullah, where is your name, Abdullah? Let me get it. I think up here. Okay, Abdullah, well done. I think now we can proceed to the next task. Task 2, reading instructions. Okay. Task 2 will start with this bubble exercise. I want you to go through the text quickly, like skimming, and find signal words which tells you what the topic is about. Okay, what the topic is about.
أستاذ
Start.
Mister, I think there are a problem.
Teacher.
ذهب ولم يعد.
The fuck. والله شوف كل واحد يذكر من الدراسة.
يا مضحك. متى سيعود؟ بعد قليل. يوم تموت. حسنا. لقد تأخر كثيرا.
Hello again. Sorry, I have internet disconnection. Sorry for this inconvenience.
No
I hope
problem.
it's still there. Well, I'm going to share again with you. Bismillah. It's something unexpected.
مرحبا بك.
حصل خير أستاذ، حصل خير.
Anyway, thank you. Let me try to share.
ليطلع.
Bismillah, Allahu Akbar. I hope you can see me. Is everybody there? Okay.
Yes, Mr. Yes.
Yes,
Oh.
teacher.
Sorry for this inconvenience. I'm going to share again, Shabab. So be patient. This is really expedient when you teach online. Now we get back to this. Let's proceed forward to reading. Okay, Abdullah, you did pretty well. I see. Yeah, to have no access to means to be cut off something. Okay, that's right. Really great. Here we go. So I want you to try to read the text quickly. By reading the text quickly, I mean you skim the text. Let me try to start recording this part. Okay, it's being recorded. Well, skimming is a skill when you want to identify the overall meaning or the message of a text. So you just skim the text. Okay, wait. Okay, I need to stop this and start from the beginning.
Ustad,
Yes.
put the link in the chat.
Oh yeah, just a minute. What do you want? What do you want, please? You want the link?
In the...
I will. Let me start first. Now I have a crash here. I'll start class K again. Really heavy today. Here we go. You need a link. Here is a link. Sign. Link again. Okay, here we go. You just write Google Classic and then write this code SUKBRS. Okay, let me start now. Well, let's take Abdullah Hussein, for example. Kindly go to slide 12, the reading slide. And let's find it. Task 2, instruction. Read the article below and choose the correct answer. Schema, find signal words, clues that can inform you on what the text is about. Write them in the bubble above here. So what I want to do is find some words which tells you what the topic is about. I think that will not take much time. If you go through the text here, you can read the first line of each paragraph and you know how it is about. So I would take, for example, any color from here, use a color, and you can specify how thick it is, like this, for example, and then go through the text. Okay, yeah, it's social media. I found the word social media, grandparents and grandchildren, different generations. Okay, who can go through like this and tell me what's the text is about? Repeated, grandchildren and generation, like grandparents and grandchildren means different generations, right? So we have here grandmother's generation. The word generation is repeated many times. So I think it's something related to generations. So we have smartphone as well, teenagers, one of the generations connected to. Connected means using the internet. Okay, so smartphone and mobile phone. So what do you think the text is about? I used some signal words from that different paragraphs. I think it's about something. Who can tell me?
Me, teacher.
Yes, who's speaking? Hussam? Okay, Hussam.
Digital habits across generations.
Digital habits across generations. So different generations using digital technology, like smartphones maybe, or mobile phones, right? I think this is what you expect, Lena. Is this what the text is talking about?
Yeah.
Good. So yeah, how can we decide about that? All that you do is find signal words. Signal words means words which are maybe repeated more than once, repeated many times. So that's how you know the text is talking about technology, digital technology, right? We also find the word social media, like Facebook. So it must be about using social media. Okay, we just did it. I hope you can write this in this bubble, write social media, technology, digital technology, whatever, generations, and so on. Now, I want you to go through the questions. This is what you should do to manage your time in the exam. Never read the passage. You don't have time to read the whole passage. So be smart while dealing with the questions. All that I need to do is go through the questions, at least 4 or let's say 3 questions ahead. Read them in advance before you start finding the questions. So for example, question 1, a good title for the passage. So we need to know what the passage, what title should be for this passage. We know it's about technology, generations, and so on. So read the choices. Grandchildren are digital natives. Is it only about grandchildren? Ahfad?
No.
Only about grandchildren or grandparents as well? So we decide according to this, grandchildren and grandparents. So we cannot choose number A. What about number B? What do you think? Is it correct?
Digital habits across generations.
Digital habits across generations. So yeah, it's across generation actually, different generations, grandparents and grandchildren, youngsters and adults. So it's also about negative impacts of social media. It could be, but not only negative. We can see also positive. If you go through the text, you find some positive impacts. That's why we cannot choose A or C. A is exclusively for grandchildren, not the other generation. And C exclusively for negative impacts. What text gives us some positive impacts, you know? So we cannot choose A or C. So we have B as the answer. So I think this is digital habits, okay? How we use social media, how we use smartphones to make communication. Different generations, our grandparents and our own generation use it in different way. So this will be the correct answer. So kindly highlight, or I think it's better to check here. Look on this is a selection tool. Click on selection tool and get here and try to choose the correct answer, whether A, B, C, or D. Okay. Well, you did it pretty well. Go through next questions, please. You have question 2, 3, and 4, true or false or not given question. You need to be careful about that. So if you answered question 2, let me know, please.
I answered, Mr.
That's great.
It's true, Mr. Because
don't answer, please. Don't answer. Don't answer. Don't give me the correct answer. We still have time for others.
Okay.
More people aged 55 or more, 55 or above, use Facebook than people aged over 65. What are these signal words here in this question, Mohamed? If you want to look for some words in the text, what words will you look for in the text in question 2? More people aged 55, you're going to find 55 and also the number 65, right? So we'll try to find these two numbers. And also another very important signal word. What's that? Another signal word.
Facebook.
Facebook. Excellent. Well done. So this is how we try to find the answer for this question. I will try to focus on 55, also 65, and also Facebook. Can you find the answer in the text?
Yes, Mr. In the first
Raise your hand, Mohammed, please. If you want to answer, raise your hand. Okay, this is out to show respect to your classmates here. Okay, if you want to answer, raise your hand. I see Hussam and Mohammed can spot the answer in the text for question 1. Question 2, yeah. Question 2.
Teacher, I'm done with all answers.
That's great, Hussam. You did pretty well. Who else, Shabab, can find the answer for question 2? answering questions other than what is the main idea or what is a good title of the passage requires us to use a scanning technique. Scanning means find something in your mind, put something in your mind, the clues or signal words, and try to find them in the text. Go quickly through the lines, between lines. But general idea, you need to use a skimming technique, which is go quickly as well, but read lines, read complete lines. Recommended to read the first line, last line, and so on. This is the difference between scanning for details, which answering comprehension questions, and skimming for general idea. Now we're practicing scanning. We put 55, 65, and Facebook in our mind, or any similar words, you know, a similar meaning, I mean, and try to find them in the text to make sure the answer is A, B, or C. Now I'm going to choose somebody to say who would like to answer this. Hosam?
It's okay, anyone, Mr.
Never mind. Hosam, what the answer for 2?
Question 2, the answer is true.
True, it's true. So
Yep.
more people aged 55, you know, or more use Facebook than people aged 65 or more. Where can you find it? Support your answer with the evidence.
Last line, first paragraph.
First paragraph, last line. Yeah, here we go. Over 55 are joining Facebook, increasing number. And, you know, you see also users aged 55, 65, and 2 billion, so and so. Over 65. So that means more people aged 50 use Facebook. So again,
Mr. Can I give a reason?
okay, so in the UK, for example, the over 55s are joining Facebook.
Mr.
And so on.
He say
Yes.
he say there are 3.5 million use Facebook between 55 and 60 and 64. And 2.9 million over 65. So
That means 2.9.
yeah, so
Less
who
than
use
3.5.
55 is more.
That's right. That's right. Yeah, this makes sense actually. This makes sense. Okay, well done, Shabab. Well done, Hassan and Mohamed. Thank you. What about question 3? I think question 3 will go to perhaps Jude. Hello, are you there? I want to see how you can find the answer for question 3, Jude. True or false or not given. Sheila, can you read the question, Jude? Perhaps she is not available right now. Lena? Are you there, Lena?
Yes.
Well, read number 3, please. Sheila feels
grateful to social media. True.
Okay, what are the signal words? Sheila, social media, feeling grateful. Which paragraph can you find the answer in? A, B, C, D, E, or F? What do you think, Sheila? Lena? Yeah, paragraph B. So does she feel grateful to social media? Let's find it. Which line supports your answer? You said true.
One second, let me read it. True, because she said she joined to see what her grandchildren are doing.
I joined to
Which
see.
makes it so much better.
55, yeah. I joined to see. So she feels grateful to social media. Does she say something about that? That's how we did.
Yeah,
did
she
it.
said, I think I'm lucky I get to see so much more of their lives than my grandparents did.
That's great. I'm lucky. Yeah, I'm lucky to that I get to see so much more of their lives than my grandparents. So that means she feels grateful or thankful to social media. Well done. This is how you find the evidence. That's great. Thank you, Lena. You did very well. Do you agree, Hussam? Do you agree, Mohammed and everyone? Ali? Is it correct? Hello?
Yes, Mr. Yes.
You agree with that, and you agree with the evidence. That's right. Now let's go for question 4. It's also true, false, or not given. This is the technique you should apply. Try to find signal words in the question, Shabab, and go back to the text and find maybe the same words or similar words, similar in meaning, and then you always find evidence to support your answer. Question 4, Hussam or somebody else who can answer number 4 and give me evidence, support his answer. Mohamed, I think this is Mohamed Tawfiq. Hello, Mohamed, how are you? Doing well? Okay, I will check Hussam's answer if you don't mind, Hussam. Shall I check your answers?
Yeah, I don't.
Okay, go. I'm gonna mark your answers, and everyone can, you know, check together. Okay, well done, Hussam. You did very well in first part. Here, B, A, and C. What do you think? Peter has changed how much he uses his phone during the working day. You said not given?
Teacher, he said at weekends, but he didn't actually specify what he did in work days.
The question is clear, Hussam. Read the question, please. Can you read it?
Peter has changed how much he uses his phone during the working days.
He's changed it. He has changed it. How much use it during the working day. So the signal words are change it, working day, his phone. Has he already changed it? Let's say if you go, who can answer this? If you go to last, paragraph E. I think you find Peter here. Okay, this is Peter. He fixed the issue or the problem that, you know, his children are addicted. He himself was addicted to using social media, using his smartphone for social media. What did he do? See, I felt like I was always working. You know, he says, how could I tell my kids to get off their phones if I was always in front of the screen myself? Okay, he's trying to blame himself and try to find solution. Did he change his habit? Let me say. So in the evenings, okay, read this, Hussam, please. Hussam, read from this part, please. In the evening.
In the evenings and on the weekends, he takes his SIM card out of his smartphone and puts it into an old-style mobile phone that can only make calls and send text messages.
Yeah, he takes his SIM card out of his smartphone and puts it into an old style mobile phone. This is how he take action. He take action by, you know, getting his SIM card from the smartphone and put in an ordinary phone. Like, I mean, not a smartphone, you know, another phone, which doesn't have any like internet connection, whatever, just for calling and sending messages. So this is how he controlled his addiction. He controlled himself. I can make calls and send texts. Okay, this when evenings and weekends. You know, during the working day, in the evening, he did so. I'm not completely cut off from the word in case of emergency. So not completely cut off, but at least during the evening time, he used this, you know, way or trick to try to control himself. But the important thing is I'm setting a better example to my kids and spending more quality time with them, socializing, physically socializing, not virtually socializing. Okay, I think he already did a change. Peter has already changed how much he uses his phone during the working day. Okay, so are you still confused, Hussam, or you got the answer now?
He didn't. He just did it at the weekends. So working days.
Also, not only weekend, Habibi. It says it's clear in the evenings and at the weekends. Okay, that's great. Anyway, some, you know, little things may get you confused. So that's why you need to read it once and twice and many times to make sure of your answer. But anyway, you spot the place where you can find evidence. That's great. Okay, question 5. The text is mainly about. What do you think it's meant about? B is correct. Can you read it, please? Can you read B, Hussam?
How people at different age use computers and smartphones.
Yeah, it's about computers, smartphones, how people at different ages, yes, different generations. What about why users of smartphone become addicted to social networking? What about, say, the positive impacts of, it's not positive only, or it also included, talk about the negative. So I can't choose D or C. So B is correct answer. That's right. Well done, Hussam. Did pretty well. Last question, Shabab. Yes, Hussam. Why should technology addicted children be grateful to their parents? This is really a twisted question. So, but you did pretty well. B, both A and B. So what about A? For it is parents who first got constantly connected to, yeah, and they passed this habit, that habit to, yeah, that's right. They passed this over to their children, this habit. They were the first one. Okay, what else? B?
Because parents pass their digital habits over to their children.
Really excellent. Well done, Hassam. Did pretty well. So you understand here, Shabab, that when we try to answer a question, you must get evidence. You must get evidence. Okay, I think we still have a question here, which is the reflection part, which or they say informative text part. Okay, Hussam, you need now, and everybody, I think you can check your answers here. What you need to do here, reflection question is very important actually. Write a short response to justify your answer to question 6. This one. Explain with evidence from text. This is what you need to do. You say, for example, the text states or says or suggests line, paragraph number what, line number what. So this is how you should answer this part of the exam. You say the text states and put something between brackets, and this is in line, paragraph number E, for example, line number 2, and give some part of the text. You don't have to write all of it. Okay. So I'm giving you like, let's say 3 minutes to write a short response to this. Only 3 minutes, Shabab. So the answer is A and B. Parents were first got instantly connected to technology. How do you know that parents were first connected to technology? And then also the answer is, let's say, B, A and B. Parents passed their digital habits over to children. Where in the text can you know this? So find evidence from text to support this answer. This is how you should answer this question. Try to cite evidence. I found when I was marking or grading my students' answer to this particular question that they only wrote, yes, the answer is number B in question 6, and they stopped. They didn't write any evidence. They didn't get the mark actually. It didn't give any mark because you need to cite evidence. You must cite evidence in this question actually.
السلام عليكم أستاذ.
عليكم السلام. Welcome. Welcome.
من زمان أنا حاضر أستاذ، لو سمحت اسمه يوم بتي تقول كلمة إنجليزية ولا شيء ترجم من بعدها بالعربي عشان نفهم بس.
Okay, let's vote for this. Let's vote. Shabab, do you really want me to translate, speak in both languages, Arabic and English?
No, teacher,
Shall I?
that's good.
Shall I continue to speak in English, or you need Arabic and English together? Let's vote.
Teacher, Arabic and English.
Arabic and English. Okay, well, I'm gonna start being bilingual now. For question 2, part 2 الجزء الثاني reflection question شباب. السؤال السابع مهم جدا، ده الجديد في الريدنج. الجزء فيه ان انت تعمل reflection او يعني تعمل زي ما بيقولوا تأمل او تدبر في النص. التدبر في النص ان انت تقول تذكر ايه السبب في اختيارك للسؤال اللي قبله، او ايه السبب في هذا السؤال. write a short answer، اكتب اجابه مختصره. مختصره معناها مش هتكتب فقره كامله، هتكتب فقره يعني statement، يعني جمله او جملتين بالكثير. تمام. you need to justify your answer to question 6. انت هتبرر ليه انت اخترت الاجابه للسؤال اللي قبله اللي سبقه بهذا الشكل. عشان تجيب دليل من النص زي تستعمل نفس التكنيك ده وتعمل highlighting till you find the answer, and this is because. How we write this? Let me take a T, means text tool. I'm gonna this text tool you're gonna start writing here. The parents are usually responsible for what their children they are really responsible, but when you are an adult, they're not responsible anymore. The average or the space of responsibility would be much less when you are an adult right now. You're a teenager, you should be responsible for your own actions. But anyway, I said here the answer is parents pass the digital habits. Where can you find this in text? So you don't have to give your opinion. في الجزء ده يا شباب ما تعطي رأيك. جيب الدليل من النص. بهذا الشكل تحصل على الدرجة. لا تعطي رأيك يا هذا. Hussam is writing, okay, the parents are usually responsible for what their children pick up during their youth. But Hussam, this is your opinion, right? But where is it in the text? So, okay, so the answer is what? It is parents who first got consent to connect to technology before children. You know, parents got addicted to technology. Which paragraph is this? E?
Paragraph E.
Yeah, this first line. Yes, Hussam, first line. You see, this is first line. Yeah, you see here, teenagers might. You say in paragraph 1, line. Paragraph E, line 1. It states, it must be all. Teenagers might have their parents to thank for their smartphones and social media addiction. Why? Because, as means because. Their parents were the early adopters of smartphone. These two lines support the answer here, A. Okay? So this is how you get evidence. If you write this way, Hussam, you need to write the text as well, Hussam. You need to write text. So I'm going to write here paragraph E, first line, 2 lines. That's great. And write 2 dots, Hussam. Everybody, you need to write like this. Let me help you, Hussam, okay, if you don't mind. See, and write this, okay, between brackets, and write the first or the initial words of the this paragraph. So teenagers might have their parents to thank for, and so on. I'm gonna make it. I will make it, you know, smaller. Just a minute. I think, yeah. Yeah, I will make it smaller. Just a minute. Yeah, so I make it smaller, Hussam, you see? Okay. Then, and you write the next part here. You see, where's the next part? And social media. Let me say dots and say and social media addiction. As parents were the early adopters, and so on. This is the evidence. Okay, Shabab? If you write like this way, you will get the full mark for this part. هتحصل نهاية لهذا الجزء يا شباب إذا أنت جبت الدليل من النص. إذا أبدا لا تعطي رأيك الشخصي. He says explain with evidence from the text. So this is how you should answer this part. You say my answer is A and B because in paragraph E, first 2 lines, and write between brackets some words of these 2 lines. So that's why, and you say that's why, you know, children or parents pass over this habit to their own children. So I hope this is clear. Understand now? Clear or not? So please, in this part, don't ever give your own opinion. Find evidence in the text. Clear, I think. And if you do this, you get the full mark, inshallah. So Hussam, again, and everyone, please don't write your own opinion in this part. And when you say paragraph E, first 2 lines, write between brackets words from the lines, words from the lines in this paragraph. So, and social media addiction, as parents were the early adopters. This is to show you understand. Okay, any question in this part? Shall we proceed to the next passage? Hello? Any question? Hello, anybody there? Yes or no? You have a question? Or everything is clear?
It's clear, Mr.
Alhamdulillah. So please, for this part 2, you need to write evidence from text. Don't give me your opinion. Well, what else here? Let's proceed, please, to next part. But before that, I need to take some students to see your answer, give you feedback. Who would like me to give feedback? Let's choose Fatima, for example. Fatima maybe is not here. Hello, Fatima, are you here? I want you to participate, please. You need to follow us. Okay, who else? Maybe Mohamed. Have you answered this, Mohamed?
Yes,
Mohamed,
teacher.
hello. Why didn't you answer,
Yes,
Mohamed? I want you to please answer. I want to give you feedback, Mohamed. This will help you a lot. Okay, Mohamed?
okay,
Please
teacher.
answer. Good. Who else? Who wants me to give feedback, Shabab?
Teacher, can you check
Okay.
mine?
What's your good name, please?
Talal.
Talal. Okay, Talal, let me see. Well, the first part did it well done. Did it pretty well. That's great. Well done. According to paragraph E. Okay, good. Which line, Talal? Tell me which line. But okay, you just give me the quotation. Give me excerpt from this paragraph. Teenagers might have their parents to thank, and so on. As means because. The word as means because their parents were the elderly. And what do you understand from this? You can say, I understand that this habit was passed over to children from their parents, and that's it. Okay, great, well done. So let's proceed to next slide. Let's see what we have next slide, because we're running out of time. Yeah, what do you think this is about, Shabab? This text, what is about? Read the title, go through the first lines, and tell me what it is about. Go through the first lines of each paragraph. You will understand, definitely you'll understand what the text is about. And of course, you need to write to mind the title, changes of communication.
Different of peoples?
Different people? Change means something becomes different in the past and now. Then and now, okay? In the past and now. Communication technology, I think, right? Could be communication technology. Difference between communication in the past and right now, maybe. Okay. عربي بالعربي. النص عن ايش يا شباب؟ هنقرأ العنوان ونقرأ أول سطر وربما آخر سطر من كل فقرة. ده قراءة سريعة تقدر تخليك تعرف بشكل عام كده النص بيتكلم عن ايه. So we say change of communication. تغير في الاتصال أو التواصل، وسائل التواصل. Okay. So الاتصال زمان عن الاتصال حاليا. So you see, for as long as humans have been on this planet, we've invented forms of communication. That's enough. So we have from first paragraph، عرفنا من first paragraph إن في أنماط أو أنواع مختلف للاتصال أو التواصل بين الناس. With the introduction of electrical telegraph، في اختراع جديد اللي هو electrical telegraph. Paragraph 3, in recent years we have seen wearable technology for cordless headphones. في تطور بيحصل، أصبح في cordless telephones or headphones. Okay, headphones اللي هي أصبحت wireless, cordless. Okay, and then paragraph 4, if we had seen all these changes coming, what would we be more concerned about the future? ده توقع اللي ممكن يحصل في المستقبل. So this is the change of technology over time. I think it would be changing of technology over time. Yes, Mohamed Ismail, what do you have?
I think the paragraph is to be about the difference between inventions between past and now.
That's it. What kind of inventions?
Technology, okay, electrons, about the digital things.
Yeah. What kind of technology which is like developed over time? Who can tell? Is it car technology? Maybe satellite technology? Maybe education technology? Education. Yeah. What do you say? Transportation technology?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, علي صياح.
وين الترجمة؟
بنتكلم النص عن ايش يا علي؟ بنقول لما تيجي تقرأ النص حبيبي،
من يوم ما
شكراً
دخلت
عماد.
الحصة الحين أنا قد لي يمكن ساعة كملت ولا فهمت كلمة واحدة من اللي أنت قاعد تقوله، كل اللي لا ما فهمت شيء.
حبيبي طيب انا احاول ادخل عربي مع الانجليش. انا بتكلم النص دوت عن ايه يا صياح؟ فمحمد اسماعيل تفضل.
أستاذ الامتحان بيجي أستاذ نفسه عليه أسئلة وبيجينا امتحان كتابة.
فعلا في شقين يا علي، الشق
زين
الاول.
أستاذ أنا بسألك أنت الحين اللي معانا هذول صف كم هذول كلهم؟
حلقة سايكل 3 ممكن يكون
يعني من الصف التاسع لين الصف الثاني عشر.
ممكن يكون حتى الثاني عشر. كل السكيلز this is skill based. الامتحان يا شباب بيكون skill based not content
يكلبون
of
امتحاننا بيكون نفس الشيء، التاسع والعاشر الحادي عشر ثاني عشر،
نفس المواصفات ان شاء الله.
ان شاء الله.
احسنت. اوكي شباب. حسام for example, or maybe Ali, Osama, or Muayyad, whoever. Yes, Mohamed said it's development and technology, but my question is, what particular or what type of technology? Is it like transportation technology? Is it like writing technology? Or it is about communication technology? You find it here, communication. وسائل التواصل. Okay. Well, there's a side task here. Find synonyms or similar words from the text. What is a word which means relationship? Can you find a word means relationship, Shabab? I want you to highlight, please. Highlight the words which means relationship in the text here. Relationship. علاقة أو اتصال أو تواصل صلة. Relationship.
Connections.
Connection. Very good. Paragraph 2. Well done. Connection. 2. Adjective. Able to be worn. ممكن نرتديه. Able to be worn like a watch, like whatever. So able to be worn. Yes.
Headphones.
Headphones. I want an adjective. أنا محتاج تذكر كلمة صفة. الكلمة هي صفة. Able to be worn. So like what? It is in paragraph 3. Line 1.
Wearable.
Smartwatch.
Wearable. That's it. Wearable technology like Apple Watch or whatever. 3. Anxious. Adjective. We want adjective means anxious. قلق. منزعج. مهتم. Anxious. It is in paragraph 4. Concerned. Well done. The author or the writer is really concerned about the future. That's right. So 4, without delay. Adverb. Adverb means without delay. Who can tell? Without delay, Shabab. Without delay. It's in paragraph, let me say, 4, line 4. Without delay. Huh? Got it? Yes, علي. كلمة بمعنى بدون تأخير يا علي. وهي حال. Without delay. بدون تأخر. بدون تأخير. كلمة في النص معناها بدون تأخير. فورا. حالا. Without delay.
لا ما يبين عندي شيء في النص. انت حاط لي شاشة
حبيبي ادي النص يا علي حبيبي. ادي النص.
زين نص رقم 1 2 3.
هذا الفقرة الرابعة حبيبي. السطر الرابع. كلمة في هذا السطر معناها بدون تأخير. فورا.
Teacher, instantly.
Instantly, yeah. We would then instantly be transported. Means without delay. 5. Communicate. Verb. Communicate. يتواصل. It's a phrasal verb.
Transported.
Transport. Which paragraph is it? Which line? Paragraph what? Which paragraph? When you communicate with somebody, لما تيجي تتواصل مع حد معناها أن تتواصل يعني تتصل به بالتليفون. ففي اصطلاح phrasal verb in paragraph 4 في الفقرة الرابعة. Last line. What does it mean? Last line. To communicate with somebody. To communicate with the real word means what?
Stay in touch.
To stay in touch with. To stay in touch with. Very good. Unreal opposite to physical. Opposite to physical. Huh? If you like have physical teaching, like face-to-face teaching, what is the opposite? Like distance teaching. We use another word started with V. Huh?
Virtual.
Virtual. Well done. Which line is it? Which paragraph? Virtual. Which paragraph is virtual? I think paragraph 4 also. Line 1, 2, 3, 4. Virtual reality. Finally, processed by a computer. Adjective. We use the same word computer in this adjective. You see this word computerized means something which runs or operates using a computer. Okay, Shabab, this is how you can understand vocabulary. Go through the text and try to find the answers. You're gonna get like, also please find evidence. Always try to find evidence to your answers. Okay, which form of communication is not mentioned in paragraph 1? Okay, so this is paragraph 1. You have to go quickly, skimming. Different forms of communication that have concern evolved from smoke signals, messenger birds to telephone and email, and so on. Develop as emails, and so on. Nowadays, cannot imagine writing a letter with a paper and pen. So, what type of technology is not used? Printed words or on paper. Use of certain animals. We said text sent through digital technology. Is it mentioned here? Emails, digital technology, as emails are starting to become a thing of the past, you know, but it's also digital technology. Nowadays, cannot even imagine writing a letter with a paper or a pen. So yeah, it's printed paper, printed words. They don't want to mention any printed words. This would be the answer. Okay, I want you please to go through the text here, the questions, and try to find evidence for your answer. Try to support your answer from the text. حاول تمشوا يا شباب حوالين اقرأ السؤال، شوف كلمات أساسية في السؤال، وخلال النص حاول تجد الدليل على الإجابة. What cause is given for a new era beginning? New era beginning. So we'll find this in words era beginning, new era beginning. And what cause? إيه الشيء السبب إنه بدأ عصر جديد؟ So is it like a changeover to digital
a specific
or specific development and technology؟ في اختراع جديد لآلة معينة أو اختراع جديد ظهر فحصل عصر جديد بسبب الاختراع الجديد، أو في تحول في أدوات التقنية، أو في خطة لتغيير يعني وسائل التواصل بحلول عام 1831. So let's say I think new era began. Which one is it? You see, a new era for connections began. شايفين؟ بدأ عصر جديد للاتصالات أو التواصل. إيه سببه؟ With the introduction of the electrical telegraph. اللي هو جهاز التلغراف يا شباب، اخترعوه في هذه السنة in 1831. بدأ عصر اتصالات جديد. So, what do you think the answer is شباب؟ يبقى الإجابة إيش؟ It would be B, right? A specific development in technology. Yeah, a specific development. We cannot choose A or B. So this is the answer, because if you go to paragraph 2, you find here. Yes, you find here. Yeah, the answer would be here. A new era because of this. Sorry, yeah, because of this. Introduction of electrical telegraph. This is a new technology or something developed. Okay, number 3. I need somebody to answer number 3, Shabab. No? Number 3. In paragraph 3, it can be inferred that the author. الفقرة الثالثة ممكن يكون السؤال بيعتمد على فقرة بعينها وليس القطعة كاملة، وده برضو بيكون تسهيلا على الطلبة. ممكن تستنتج. infer means استنتاج. Yes. نعم علي، بتكلم بالعربي اهو يا علي.
أستاذ أول مرة يشوفها، يعني من بديت أدرس والامتحانات ما قد ينهاي الخيارات، يعني فقرة تيك كذا ويك ABC دي عدالة.
الفقرة السؤال في الامتحان بيعتمد على اختياري، فقرات اختيارية A B
صحيح
C D.
الامتحان كله بيكون اختياري، مع عندنا الامتحان الكتابة بيكون كتابة.
لكن في سؤال في القراءة يا علي اللي هو السؤال الأخير بيطلب منك تكتب. ده الجديد بقى في الاختبارات بتاع السنة دي، يطلب منك أنت
الله
تكتب
يستر
يعني.
ان شاء الله، بس انا اللي اعرفه ان نصه عليه اسئلة.
أيوه هو ده اللي موجود
في
قدامك زي
جزء
ما أنت شايف.
ثاني اللي هو الماضي والحاضر.
هذا نص حبيبي زي ما أنت شايف كده نص، وهذه الأسئلة عليه وفي خيارات زي ما أنت شايف يعني. هيبقى سؤال الامتحان بهذه
خيار
الطريقة.
ما تعرفه ارجع للنص بتحسن.
بالظبط هذه هي الطريقة حبيبي، بالظبط أحسنت كده، أنت معنا على الخط يعني، معنا في الموضوع. أوكي طيب نشوف الفقرة رقم 3. In paragraph 3 it can be inferred that the author what. في الحالة دي we have to read paragraph 3. لازم تقرأ الفقرة الثالثة كاملة and try to use like this kind of fast reading. In recent years we have seen wearable technology from cordless headphones to smart watches. Almost every surface now works as a touch screen and can be connected to every other device or gadget. We use our phone to tell the time, our watch to answer calls, or to take pictures. It's hard for us to even consider living without these technological advancements. This is the closure. دي نهاية الفقرة. القارئ عرب عن هو من الصعب جدا يتخيل العالم بتاعنا بدون هذه التطورات التقنية، الاختراعات. So what do you think the answer is? What do you understand from this? إيه اللي تستنتجه؟ The author thinks that we should continue to develop more technology. يا ترى ذكر حاجة يقول يا ريت نستمر في ابتكاراتنا، اختراع يعني إيجاد اختراعات جديدة؟ ما أظن هو قال حاجة زي كده. So I believe that turning the time was easier in the past. It's only about yes he said something about in the time. هو ذكر الفقرة الثالثة دي يا شباب إن هو يعني إزاي تعرف الوقت. We use our phone to tell the time. بس مش كل الفقرة عن telling the time. You see? So we cannot choose this. ما نقدرش نختار هذا الاختيار. Is worried that we cannot escape the new technology. Let's say هو قلقان ان احنا مش هنقدر نستغنى عن cannot escape the new technology عن تقنيات التطور التكنولوجي. Yes. You see the last part here شباب. I'm gonna change the color here. It is hard for us to even consider living without these technological advancements. Yeah, he's concerned about this. هو الآن فعلا نحن هيكون اعتمادنا كبير جدا على التقنيات في التواصل، تطور تكنولوجيا. So I think that C is correct. Do you agree with me, شباب? Is it correct?
Yes.
No. So this is how you make decisions. بالطريقة دي تاخد قرار أنهي إجابة صح. ربما تكون الاختيارات قريبة من بعضها بس أحدهم أصح من الآخر. إحدى الاختيارات تكون أصح. Well, so how do you know this? Yeah, he said word about we cannot escape new technology. We understand this from the last line. It is hard for us to even consider living without it. We cannot do without technology. Yeah, this is what we understand. Infer شباب معناها إن المعنى في النص مش ما بيعطيكش المعنى بشكل مباشر، لازم تستنتج من between lines، من بين السطور. So we say he is worried. We cannot. That means it's hard. أما يقول كلمة من الصعب جدا it's hard معناها we cannot. This is what the answer should be. Okay, paragraph 4. Who answers paragraph 4 شباب? Let me find. I want to check somebody's answer. Maybe. Who wants me to check his answer? Hello? Anybody? I need to check somebody's answer, please, other than Talal, and other student. Well, I will skip the next two questions because I'm running out of time. Let's go to the script question here. This is script question, Shabab. How to answer this question? It can be firm from that the author what?
Mr. Question number 4, I think it's talk about holograph.
4, the author appears to be worried that we will lose our relationship with the natural world, positive about the new change in the virtual technology, or terrified of holographic people in living rooms. Holographic people means لما تيجي تتخيل عايز تتواصل بحد، تخيل ان انت هتستحضر الشخص ده كأنه مجسم قدامك. holographic people. No, I don't think he's terrified of that. So what do you understand from this? Is he worried that we will lose our relationship with the natural world, or he's positive about the change of in virtual technology? يعني هو متفائل من التغيرات بتحصل في العالم الافتراضي، ولا هو الاختيار رقم A worried قلق من إن إحنا ممكن نخسر علاقاتنا في العالم الطبيعي. So this is paragraph number what? 4. Well, I think if you read the last line, لو قرأت الفقرة الأخيرة يا شباب هتقدر تحصل على الإجابة. Last line. See? Last line here. However, fast technology changes. مهما تطورت التكنولوجيا, fast technology changes. We should remember to stay in touch with real world. أنا الآن من هذه النقطة أن يجب نحن نحافظ على اتصال بيننا وبين بعض من خلال الزيارات الواقعية وليس الافتراضية. I think he's worried that we cannot. No, the answer would be worried. Number A would be correct answer. Natural word. And so on, Shabab, and so on. Okay, it can be inferred from the text that also what? This is question 6, Shabab. Yeah, B squared wants a balance between new technology and simpler life. Yes. How do you know that? كيف تعرف إن هو محتاج عايز إن إحنا نحافظ على التوازن ما بين الحياة الافتراضية باستخدام تقنية والواقع اللي هو التواصل، إحنا نقابل بعض ونتواصل فعليا. هو how do you know this? Yeah, fast technology. We should remember to stay in touch with the real world. This one thing we need to remember. Also here the line before, so. We would then instantly be transported into a creative world. Creative world means virtual world, virtual reality. يبقى ذكر نوعين virtual reality و real world. وبالتالي احنا محتاجين يبقى في نوع من التوازن. طيب, how to answer the next one? It can be inferred from the text that the author what? How to support your answer to question 6. السؤال السابع برضو برر موقف رأيك للسؤال السادس. ليش جاوبته؟ Yeah, this is now question 8. هو بس أنا كررت معلش السؤال ده يا شباب. هو نفسه السؤال اللي تحت هو بس اتكرر. Just 5 answer to question 6. Why does the author wants or hopes for this? Why he wants to get a balance between real and virtual world. مين يحاول يديني إجابة ده يا شباب؟ ليه هو بيحاول يجد توازن ما بين التواصل الافتراضي والواقعي؟ تاني حاول ما تجيبش رأيك الشخصي. اذكر cite evidence from the text. إذا ذكرت رأيك لازم تجيب evidence from text. How you say? Here. Hello, are you there?
Yes, Mister.
Hello. Okay. We will have we have life-size holographic images of the people we want to talk to. Anyway, he is really passionate about the advance in technology, but he is also worried about our communication in the real or physical communication. So how to get evidence? You take this part. هتاخد الجزء الأخير هذا. You say in paragraph 4, last two lines. You say virtual reality, to plug ourselves into virtual reality, and also need to remember to stay in touch with the real world. So that's why the author, wants a balance between virtual and real worlds. Okay? هتذكر النص الفقرة الأخيرة السطر الأخير والسطر اللي فيه virtual reality هذه. تمام؟ يبقى كده انت ذكرت الدليل على انه حريص على ان احنا نحدث توازن بين العالم الافتراضي والعالم الواقعي. Okay? من ناحية التواصل يعني. If you have a question here in this part, we just finished the reading part. We will go through next slide here. We see the maze. How we can go through the maze part. Okay. Here we go. I wanted to try to answer this. Let's do this together. I need somebody to read first part and try to give evidence. Give answer and just file your answer. شوف هذا الشباب يقرأ أول فقرة ويختار الإجابة الصحيحة بناء على الكلوز، يعني context clues، يعني النص اللي الكلمة جت فيها. لازم تشوف نص أو الكلمات المحيطة هتدلك على إن ديت هي الإجابة الصحيحة. So let's for example find Ali. Ali Osama. Hello. Good evening, Ali. Where are you? Are you there?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, Ali, I want you to
موجود.
please. Okay, yeah, we have Ali Sayah and Ali Osama. This turn for Ali Osama. Okay, Ali Sayah, Ali Osama, please read the first lines until you get to the point 1. Okay, poetry slams.
Poetry slam come to.
Okay, Ali Sayah.
الحين من اللي يقرا فينا انا ولا علي وسام؟
انا علي سام.
The UAE. اقرا يا علي صيح.
Slam
ما في مشكله، واحد فيكم يا شباب يلا.
Poetry slam
لا معلش the UAE خطأ طباعي ما في مشكلة. In 2014.
The UAE in 2014
specifically.
Yeah, what's teacher?
A Lebanese American poet. A Lebanese American poet, Zaina Hashim Bek. This is her name. Go ahead.
Okay.
Continue. Point 1. Read it all.
Point 1?
Yeah, read from point 1 here. Clean. Read, please.
Clean, soon, hosted the first event in a coffee.
Okay, so what's the answer? You see here in the context, let's شوف السياق يا علي أسامة. أحباب السياق. السياق يعني الكلمات اللي حوالين الاختيار هذا هي اللي هتخليك تختار الإجابة الصح. What's the answer here? Clean, son, or hosted the first event in a cafe. What do you think? Wait a minute, please, Mohamed, just raise your hand. Ali has a turn. I think he can answer it. Yes, Ali, what do you think? Which is the answer?
Hosted the first event in a coffee.
Excellent. Host an event. Well done. Yes, Talal, you're right, Talal. Yeah, host it. By the way, if this is the first word in a sentence, write it capital, as you said, Talal. Talal, انت كتبت الكلمة capital حبيبي. الH capital. يا ترى دي الكلمة في أول الجملة ولا داخل الجملة؟ في الحالة دي لازم تكون small ولا هيبقى في خطأ. على أي حال إذا كنت بدأت تبدأ الجملة أولها كلمة يبقى لازم تكون كابيتال وهكذا. أوكي شباب؟ أحسنت. يبقى إزاي عرفنا إن الإجابة هي hosted؟ لأن host معناها يستضيف. استضافت أو أقامت أول فعالية شعرية يعني مناسبة شعرية. تمام؟ زي ما كان بيحصل في سوق عكاظ أو زي ما بيحصل دلوقتي في دبي، شاعر دبي أو مش عارف اسمه شاعر إيش؟ شاعر الشارقة أو شاعر whatever. مسابقات شعرية هذه هي نفسها كهذا. تمام؟ Okay, so event number who can read number 2 please? Mohamed Ismail, read point 2 please. The first event in a cafe.
The first event in the cafe. Okay. Seth, she, I formed a group called Punchy Pottery.
Punch Poetry. What do you think? What is the subject? Seth formed a group, or she formed a group, or I formed a group?
I think she.
She because Zainab Hashim Bek. I'm talking about this girl. She.
Okay.
Yes, and this is the beginning of the sentence, right? ده بداية جملة وبالتالي زي ما طلال عمل أحسنت يا طلال تبدأ الإس capital. أحسنت يا طلال. So the answer is she. Well done. Thank you, Mohamed. Who can answer next one, Shabab? Next one. Point 3, Hussam, are you there? Hello?
I'm there, teacher. Yeah.
Okay, go ahead. Point 3, please.
A group called Punch Poetry has since then grown in numbers.
Has since then grown in numbers. What has since then? Something referring to the previous part, like
that.
Punch Poetry, that or
that has since.
Yeah, relative pronoun. Need a relative pronoun. عندين ضمير وصل. So it would be that. Well done, Hussam. I think Hussam, you can answer next one as well. Point 4. Let's do it together. In numbers?
That has since then grown in number Include members from around the world.
We need infinitive of purpose, Sam. We need infinitive of purpose. The infinitive is include. How to make it for purpose? Which preposition we use it? To include, let include, before include.
Excuse me?
To include.
Yes. To include, Hussam?
Mister, do you put the link in the chat?
What link, please? What link?
Yeah, I want the link. This one.
Yeah, this is the link actually. But if you don't have access to the chat,
I can't open the chat
here. Yeah. Let me tell you, because you're just a guest. You see,
yes,
I think you can Google it. Go to Google.
Okay.
This is Google. Write class cake. I think this is clear. You find class cake. Do it right now, please.
Okay. I want to take a picture about that.
Click on that. Click on that. Once you click on this link, now do you have this homepage?
Yeah. Thank you.
Great. You see on your right here, login. Don't click here. Don't sign up. Just log in. You see?
Okay.
Log in as a student. Now you did it? Great. I'm following you step by step. So log in, student.
Okay, just like I want to write the link.
Okay. Click on student. And you will find this page asking you to write a code. Now you will need this code. What is the code? Here it is. You see? SUKBR 5. The last is not a letter, it's a number. 5. Hope this works. Tell me if this is successful. Have you done it? Are you there now? Okay, Hussam, where have you been? We are here. Write this code here. If you write SUKBR5. SUKB, is it right? Yeah, BR, yeah, R and the letter 5, and then you will be there. And then you need to write your name, of course, whatever name you have, and click go. Okay, let's get back, Hussam. Yes, we need an infinitive of purpose as well. Infinitive of purpose is to include. Okay, let's get the number, point 4 is to include. Okay, I need somebody to answer next one, Shabab. Point 5. Hello, point 5. Who's there? Point 5. Who can answer point 5? I just want to practice some techniques of how to get the right answer and the justification. مبرر ليش الكلمة هذه هي الصح، ليش الاختيار هذا هو الصح. Always need to find relationship between this correct word and words before or after. لازم توجد علاقة ما بين الكلمة هذه والكلمة التي تليها أو الكلمات التي تسبقها. For example, punch poetry, this line, point 3, النقطة الثالثة. Punch poetry. And we say here that has since then grown in numbers. So that تشير إلى ما قبلها اللي هو النوع هذا من الشعر. But when we see here then grown in numbers, number 4, to include members. الفعل اللي جه هنا فعل. ما نقدرش نقول before include أو let include. بنستعمل to include اسمه فعل مصدري يدل على الغرض. Okay? To include. Okay, now it gets to point 5. Who can answer 5, Shabab? Hello? Point 5. Shall I choose by myself? What about Mohamed Ahmed? Are you there, Mohamed Ahmed? Mohamed? Well, Jenna? Hello, Jenna, are you there? Hello? I need you to participate, please. This is interactive session. Abdullah Emad. Hello, Abdullah, are you there? Amr Khalid. Hello. Oh, nobody's there. Hamda. Hamda? Okay. Who can answer point 5? Is it difficult or not there anymore? Well, I'm going to read it myself. Members from around the world participating in slams come from different what? So here we start a new sentence. Do I say average participating or skinny participating or members participating? You know,
members.
Can I answer?
Member, yeah, we need a subject. عايزين فاعل. Okay, members participating in slams come from different what? Some are graduates of art programs, some are amateurs who are passionate about poetry. Okay, yes, the answer is members because we need a subject. What about point 6? Who can answer number 6, please? Point 6, please. Hello? Come from what? Different what? Different collections, different backgrounds, different words.
Words, Mr.
Words. كلمات. Yeah,
Can I answer?
Yeah, yes, please. What's your good name, please?
Backgrounds. Dina.
Okay, Dina, I think. Yeah, I think. Do you agree, Shabab, is the correct answer? Backgrounds. You know, members come from different backgrounds. Yes or no? That's right, backgrounds. Because we have some are graduates of art programs, some are amateurs, بعضهم متخصصين يعني دارسين برامج في الفنون. والبعض الله أكبر الله أكبر أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وأشهد أن محمدا رسول الله. والبعض مجرد هاوي, passionate about poetry. Okay, so please write backgrounds is correct actually. We almost finished. We're gonna take this maze and that will be enough. 7 and some, yes, some are and some are. That's right. Well done, man. Well done, Talal. Yeah, and some are amateurs. We need conjunction. عايزين أداة وصل يا شباب. طبعا حسب السياق. البعض من جهة والبعض من جهة أخرى. لذلك يستعمل and. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وأشهد أن محمدا رسول الله.
أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله.
أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وأشهد أن محمدا رسول الله. Okay, Shabab, what's next here? Point 8. Are participants as. Point 9, we need an adjective. Point 8, what do we need in point 8? Are participants. What comes before a verb? Do we need a subject or something else? Of course, we need the subject. It could be subject noun or subject pronoun. Which is subject noun or pronoun here? احنا محتاجين فاعل. طب فاعل يا اما اسم يا اما فاعل ضمير. ها ايش رايكم؟ ها what do you think? Number 8 are participants. We have a verb here already عندنا فعل. إذن احنا محتاجينه فاعل. Thus are الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله. لا إله إلا الله محمد رسول الله. Okay, Shabab, we need a subject here because we already have a verb. So, therefore are, nope. ما ينفع نقول وبالتالي are. So, those are This is a subject pronoun. Yeah, it could be. Thus, and therefore are adverbs. We cannot use adverbs. We need a subject. That's why we say those are participants. Okay. هذا هو ازاي نختار الكلمة يا شباب. لازم نعمل reasoning. يعني استختار بشكل عقلاني. يعني له سبب. Okay. Well, I would say those and T capital because this is the beginning of a sentence are present as what? We have as. لما نيجي نشبه. That's great حسام, well done. نيجي نعمل تشبيه نستعمل صفة ونستعمل مثل نستعمل as اللي بيجي بين as في الغالب يكون صفة. So we can say as age as or as yet as, we say as young as. 14 years old, punch poetry. We saw a new statement here. We say punch poetry. Who can read next one? Point 10, Shabab. Who can read 10, please, and give the answer? Perhaps Basil Ali. Hello, Basil. Are you there? Point 10, please, in this maze. Basil, hello.
Yes, mister.
Kindly read this point here, Basil Habibi. Punch poetry. Punch poetry was. Huh.
Okay, 1 minute. Punch poetry was designed.
No, this is not. Don't say at 10. Say just at. This is point 10. It's not part of the sentence.
Okay.
Was designed in a what?
In a well tendency way.
To support.
To support poets and give them.
Stop. Stop. You can't stop now. تقدر تقف هنا. لازم تقرا الجمل قبلها واللي بعدها عشان تقدر تكرر. So we say you have to connect the word, the choice here with what comes first, what comes next. So was designed in a what? To support poetry, poets. What do you think? And give them whatever. So we have a purpose infinitive. give فعل مصدر يدل على الغرض. So what do you think? It was designed in a what? In a well? We need after a نستعمل ايش يا شباب؟ احنا عايزين ايش هنا؟ عايزين صفة ولا فعل ولا اسمه ايه بالظبط؟ مين يقول لي ليه بالظبط احنا محتاجين صفة او فعل او whatever؟ Who can decide what part of speech we need? مين يقدر يقرر لي اي نوع من الكلمة محتاجينه في هذه الجملة؟ سهل جدا. Was designed in an article here. What comes after or follows an article, definite or indefinite article? What comes after this?
In a way to support.
In a way. Why way, Hussam? Hassan, ليش way? Why not tendency? A way we need nouns. عايزين اسم. في الحالة دي عندي اختيارين tendency or way. So now بعد ما قررنا احنا حاطين استبعدنا will لأنها ظرف adverb. So we have two choices tendency or way. يجي طريقة تانية يعني ان احنا نفرق ما بينهم نميز ما بينهم. طريقة تانية المعنى context to support points. A tendency to support or a way to support. I think it's a way to support طريقة للدعم وليس ميل أو نزعة أو ميول أو اتجاه توجه. ليس توجه أو ميل هو طريقة سبيل. So we say in a way. يبقى الاختيار بيتم ربما grammar عن طريق الجرامر زي الأداة أو اختيار عن طريق معنى الكلمة. Okay, well done. So I think last point, 2 points. Who can answer a point 11, Shabab? And give them what on their work in a safe what?
And give them feedback.
That's right. Give them feedback on their work. بنعطيهم feedback on their work. And in a safe. ليش يا حسام أحسنت؟ نفس الفكرة. In a safe environment. ليش استخدمنا environment؟
Noun.
It is a noun. We say a. Because of this article a, we must have a noun. What about the choices? طب نشوف الchoices فيها nouns. Only one noun, environment. حتى لو ما فهمنا معناها بهذه الطريقة نقدر نحل. الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله. I think this is one example of maze. There's another one example shown here. This is really interesting to read about you know your career. دي الفقرة الجاية ديت عن الاختيار الوظيفة في المستقبل. الفقرة اللي انت قرأت عنها ديت عبارة عن فقرة أدبية عن الشعر، اللي هو الفعاليات والمناسبات الشعرية. هنا عن الكارير، اختيار الكارير بتاعتك. هنحل معاك مثلا نقطة بسيطة، مش هناخد كله. For example, point number, let's say point number 5. مين يحل point 5 شباب؟ 5. point 5. Read it please. 5. اقرأ الفقرة من أولها. Traveling to and from work or thinking about work, it inevitably يعني لابد بشكل ضروري plays a huge role in our what. حتما يلعب دورا عظيما. Huge role in our what. Our what? Yeah, that's right. That's correct. الله. Well done. Lives. ايه بقى اللي خلاك تفكر ان lives هي الصح؟ عايزك تديني، انا عايزك لما تيجي تختار تعرف السبب ايه عشان تكون متأكد. ليش lives هي الصح؟ our معناها كلمة تيجي بعدها شيء جماعية. طيب our lives if plus s ولا بتحاول yes طبعا. ها
because lives is the only true plural noun.
plural. Yeah, this is a regular plural يعني جمع غير قياسي. ال fe تقلب إلى ves. That's right. We don't say in our living. ما نقول عن in our living. We can't use living. We just use lives. Okay, what about here point 8 for example. تيجي نحل بس point 8 و point 9. Who can answer point 8? Yes, Mohamed Ismail. Point 8. Or unable to enjoy time home, knowing that another work day ahead. So we say you may feel burned out and frustrated, anxious, depressed, anxious, depressed, or unable. So we say 7 would be depressed. We need adjective. Or unable to enjoy time what? Home. We say on home, in home, or at home. حرف الجر يجي مع home يا شباب. ها yes حسام.
in home.
At
yes,
home.
Mohammed. In home.
At home.
At home. We have 2 answers now. شباب ايه رايكم؟ In home or at home?
At home.
I think at home.
Yeah, it's at home. Yeah, حرف الجر بيجي مع prepositional place شباب. حرف الجر الدال على المكان نستعمل معاه at. برضو at بتيجي مع حرف الجر للزمان لما يجي مع الأوقات. What time is it? It's 9 o'clock for example. So what time shall we meet? Let's meet at 9:30. At 9:30 is a preposition of time. At تيجي مع وقت زمني. Okay. On تيجي مع الأيام الأسبوع. On Saturday, on Monday. In تيجي مع السنين أو شهور. In January, in August, in 2020. Okay. طب في لو مريتوا بسرعة هنا على الميز ديت في سؤال مش واضح؟
واضح.
That's great. Well done. So what about point, let's say, point 11, for example, 11. Yeah. What's more, if you don't find your work meaningful and rewarding, hard to generate the effort and enthusiasm necessary to advance in your what? So what do you think?
If you don't find your work meaningful and rewarding, it's really hard to generate the effort.
It's really or it's only? Which it's do we need?
It's really with an apostrophe.
This is shortcut of what? Short of what? It
It
is, right? Yeah, very well done. So we need a subject and verb. The only subject and verb is a short form of it is, which is it's. But this is position, right? Its tail, the cat, and its tail. القطة وذيلها. So we say it's this position. Don't need a position. Position means تملك, ملكية. But we need just a subject and verb. So it's really hard. Great, ما شباب. ما شاء الله عليكم. So we say great. Also number 12 يا شباب. رقم 12. How can you choose? ايه بقى المعنى اللي خليك تختار كلمة بعينها؟ Necessary to advance in your what? Period. Full stop. What do you need after your? Verb, noun, or adjective?
Noun.
Sure, noun? Yes, after this is called possessive adjective شباب. هذه صفة ملكية يأتي بعدها اسم ولا يأتي بعدها فعل أو صفة. So say your bed, your car, your career. Right? I think this is really last point for example. آخر الفقرة آخر نقطة يا شباب مين يحلها؟ Job that you feel what about? Who can tell? You are far more likely to achieve success in 13 is أي أداة نسمع 13 job.
The job.
A job yeah في وظيفة أداة نكرة countable قبل that you feel what yes passionate about yeah we need what adjective أنت بتشعر أن أنت شغوف بهذه الوظيفة يعني محب لهذه الوظيفة و don't say ضال برضو صفة ضال about but we don't say care about يجي care for يجي بعدها care for ما يجيش about يبقى عشان نقول about نقول passionate about. أظن بالطريقة بهذا التفكير تقدر تختار وتتأكد من خياراتك. Okay, yeah, there are a lot of things you can practice more. These two, you know, mazes writing about here, شباب. Before writing, I think it's really helpful to try to, you know, practice this grammar and vocabulary. And the answer, they arrive, you know, we say here, for example, I will try to answer. So I would say here, this one, yep, they arrived earlier than us. Yes, we say earlier than us. Earlier than we. بعد كلمة than يا شباب الحرف than يأتي بعده مفعول سواء اسم أو ضمير. This is object pronoun. That's why we say earlier than us. We don't say more early, we say earlier. Okay, this is the greatest evening. I have never, we don't say ever. بنستعمل الدرجة الثالثة من التشبيه يا شباب الصفة superlative مع المضارع التام. موجود ever. I have ever had. This is the most amazing lesson I've ever had. So I've ever. This would be the answer. What about number 3? Can you think of an idea? عايزين كلمة بمعنى think of an idea. This phrasal verb. يعني شبه جملة. Think of, which means think of. Yes, huh?
Can you come up with?
That's great. Can you come up with means think of. طبعا في الاختبار لو جالك جملة زي كده مش هيجيب لك معنى كلمة. هيسيب لك خيار بس انا بسهلها لك بقول لك think of an idea معناها come up with. She pointed معناها showed. Point in, point out, point at. Point out. Can we arrange means arrange a meeting. عايزين نحدد موعد للقاء مقابلة. Set up a meeting. Set up a meeting. Well done and so on شباب. هنا في جمل اصطلاحية بقى أنا جبت لك بعض الأمثلة الاصطلاحية لو جالك بس ليش ده هيفيدك؟ هيفيدك في الرايتنج لما تيجي تكتب تستعمل حاجات بهذا الشكل. Number 6 for example, I visit my grandfather. He lives in a remote farm house. بيعيش بعيد جدا. Remote farm. So what do you think? I visit my grandfather once. Only once in a blue moon. يعني مرة كل فين وفين. ده idiom اصطلاح يا شباب معناها يعني فين وفين على ما أروح لجدي لأنه بيعيش في منطقة نائية جدا. So what about number for example 8? Number 8. Number 7 is around the bush. This is C. Number 8. Good people do not tend to beat around the bush. يعني بعض الناس الجيدين ما بيلفوا ويدوروا يدور يعني ما هوش دغري يعني يجيب بدنه يرغي كتير في الكلام ما بيكونش مباشر ف they get straight to the point. اوكي عمرهم ما بيلفوا ويدوروا في الكلام لكن بيكونوا مباشرين في اللي هم عايزينه get straight to the point. So beat around the bush معناها يلف ويدور في الكلام. Okay, I often number 8 يا شباب. Who can answer number 8? I often
hit the sack.
Around 10:30 p.m. Going to bed early is healthy. It means going to bed. معناها ايه going to bed? Hit the sack. أحسنت يا حسام. Well done. Okay, number 10. Number 9, sorry. A line can have like a sea wave constantly, not constantly, constantly, R dropped R, constantly rolling over the shore. زي موجة كده دوار على طول. ها
Snowball.
snowball effect. They waited until 4:30 p.m. They waited what?
Adverb, patiently.
Patiently, that's right. Yeah, patiently. The debris on the stadium floor included numerous paper cups, ticket stubs, يعني أعقاب التذاكر, and cigarette butts, وأعقاب السجاير, الطرف الأخير هذا. كل دي عبارة عن إيه؟ عن rubbish, صح؟ يعني إيه كلمة waste or rubbish here؟ كلمة debris هي نفسها إيش؟ Trash. Yes, the debris on the stadium means trash. Okay? Your voice is to hers, and I sometimes can't realize who I'm talking to. أحيانا مش قادر أميز أنا بكلم مع مين. Your voice is what?
Identical.
مطابق تماما. Identical. تقدر برضو تتدرب على قبل ما تكتب تحط الكلمات دي في جمل مختلفة. Past, present, or future. How to write this? I'm gonna write this here. Watching a film at the movies. عايز يا شباب واحد يحط معنى مرتبط بهذا. watching a film at the movies يعني يشاهد فيلم في السينما. حط جملة في الماضي وجملة في المضارع وجملة في المستقبل. Say I watch it, or let's say I went. Yeah, I'm gonna use the same verb. هستعمل نفس الفعل. I watch it. The new film at the movies. What about present? كيف تحط الجملة في المضارع؟ Watch, present simple, or I'm watching, present continuous, or I have watched it, present perfect. I have watched the film at the movies. Present يبقى أي زمن مضارع بسيط أو مستمر أو متهم. Okay. What about future? Who can say put this in the future? Who can say? Example. Watching a film at the movies. حط جملة في المستقبل. Yep. How to make a future? I will watch, or I'm going to watch. أنا ناوي. I'm going to watch the new movie at the new film at the movie theater with my friends. مع أصدقائي إن شاء الله. Next week I'm going to watch. Okay, and so on. دي بس تضرب عشان تضرب على وضع الجمل في أزمنة مختلفة, لأن أنت محتاج إن أنت أحيانا في الرايتنج تعبر عن أزمنة مختلفة إذا كان السياق تتطلب. Yes, Hussam, you have a question? I think we come to the end. You can practice more. You can go through all the slides and try to practice your writing here. I gave you some details here. لما تيجي تكتب يا شباب في الرايتنج عندك 30 دقيقة. قسم الوقت. لازم يكون عندك تايم مانجمنت سكيلز. قسم الوقت الى اجزاء. اول 5 دقائق حط الافكار. لازم تقول لي البوينتس انت تتكلم عنها ازاي. النقطه الاولى هتكون تكتب عنها في الفقره الاولى, بعدين تيجي النقطه الثانيه تكتب عنها فقره كامله, يعني فقره يعني 3-4 سطور كده, وبعدين فقره النقطه الثالثه, او ما فيش نقطه ثالثه ونقطتين وخلاص. بعد كده الفقره الثالثه تحلل وتقول رايك او للي فات. تمام. لو كان في راح
خاتمة الموضوع صح؟
Yes.
I said like خاتمة للموضوع.
Yeah, conclusion. Yeah. You start this way. This is layout actually. You start with the introduction, discussion, body paragraphs, and conclusion. خاتمة الموضوع. طبعا الخاتمة والمقدمة شبه بعض جدا, لكن انت بس بتغير الكلمات. نشوف المقدمة. لازم تقول لي, لازم تبدأ بحاجة يعني catching opening, لازم يعني افتتاحية جاذبة catchy. Okay, like a hook, زي الصنارة كده بتصطاد شيء. Okay, وقلنا ازاي نبدأ بكاتشي. هتلاقيها في التيبس او النصايح اللي انا ذكرتها لك في البداية خالص. تقدر تبدأ بسؤال في المضارع التام, او تقدر تقول نكتة, او تقدر بس تكون جملة مختصرة يعني, او ربما تقدر تستعمل السوبرلاتيف, صيغة المبالغة في الصفة. the biggest, or let's say the longest river ever in the world is River Nile, or نهر النيل. So اتبعت بطريقه the longest river ever in the world.
يعني
اسلوب
خارج عن the main idea right؟ عن كل
ايوه
اختصار عن الفكرة الرئيسية.
ايوه لازم ده الثيم بقى، الثيم الفكره الرئيسيه هتذكري ايه الفكره انت او الموضوع الرئيسي اللي هتتكلمي عنه، لازم يذكر هنا اسمه theme points، النقاط الاساسيه هتتكلم فيها. فور اكزامبل هتتكلم عن البولوشن، اير بولوشن، يبقى اصبح الموضوع كل الفقره هتكلم عنها، كل الاساي المقاله هتكون عن اير بولوشن، ما تذكريش اي فقره فيهم الا عن اير بولوشن. طب عن طريق ايه؟ من اي جانب اير بولوشن؟ يبقى انا هتقولي بقى you know, the air pollution is getting exaggerated or huge impact on everyday life, you know, on animals, humans, and even the earth, أو حتى الكوكب نفسه. You know, you can find, and you say, I'm gonna discuss the reasons, الأسباب, causes, the effects or results, النتائج, and recommended solutions. يبقى انت حددتي 3 نقاط اللي انت هتناقشيهم. I'm gonna discuss the reason، اسباب البولوشن، effects or results، نتائجها، عواقب التلوث، الاثار المترتبه، وفي الفقره النقطه الثالثه هتناقشي الحلول المقترحه. يبقى انت حددتي نقاط معينه هتناقشيها في الموضوع. This is what you need to do in the introductory part. Then point 1 would be causes of pollution. تذكر لي أمثلة أسباب كتيرة للتلوث وتحطي تفاصيل وهكذا. Then الفقرة الثانية هتكون نتائج التلوث، أضراره على البيئة وعلى الإنسان وعلى الحياة، البيئة الحياتية. تمام؟ بعد كده الفقرة الثالثة تذكري الحلول المقترحة وتكاتف الأمم والشعوب والأفراد في الحل. وفي النهاية تعيد صياغة الفقرة بجمل مختلفة. يعني in summary، وفي النهاية وخلاصة القول، you know, pollution, you know, has impacted or has influenced our life or the planet in a tremendously dramatic way، بشكل درامي أو مأساوي بشكل كبير. And for the reasons and causes mentioned above, I recommend that، وأنا أنصح بكذا، all should participate or contribute to, you know, a worldwide solution. لازم الجميع يشارك في وضع حل عالمي. اوكي
باختصار للي ما عرف ايش يعني جالس يقول الاستاذ، انه عندنا مقدمة وعرض وخاتمة. في المقدمة بدكم تكتبوا عن الفكرة الرئيسية، والعرض بدكم تكتبوا عن الافكار اللي هي الدلائل والحلول وكل شيء، والخاتمة تكتبوا عنها نصيحة ولا اي شيء يعني تقدموا نصيحة من عندكم على الموضوع.
الخاتمة أحسنتي فعلا هكذا، بس في مثلا خاتمة فيها أكثر من أسلوب. مثلا الخاتمة ممكن تعيدي صياغة المقدمة، نفس المقدمة هذه، وتقولي وبهذا أنا تكلمت عن نقاط هذه، النقاط الثلاث هذه، وأرجو أن يكون ربما في حلول ناجزة لهذه المشكلة إذا كنت تطرحي مشكلة، أو sum up main points، أو تقولي رأيك الشخصي. I believe, you know, considering the above، بناء على ما تقدم above discussion, I believe that there is no, let's say, a clear or distinctive or decisive solution to this problem unless ما فيش حل ناجز أو ناجع لهذه المشكلة unless everybody contribute to the solution، ما لم يشارك الجميع في الحل. So this is, I believe, an opinion. أو تقولي invite for action، يعني يتم دعوة الجميع، العالم كله أو الأفراد، للمشاركة في الحل. I invite everybody, I invite every single person، كل فرد، كل شخص، every single person to do his best to solve this, you know, world issue. Okay, so you can also يعني invite for action or ask a reflective question، تسألي سؤال تأملي. طيب نشوف مثلا في هذه الفقرة. Let's say what we have here. Now, this is just an example of the writing. هتشوف موضوعات أمثلة، ممكن الموضوعات عن إيه بالضبط، عن تكنولوجيا أو whatever. هنيجي هنا مثلا في الموضوع هذا، يا ترى لما ختم الموضوع هذا بأي شكل. You see here in the conclusion، الكونكلوجن مجرد سطر أو 2. هتشوف طريقة الكاتب لما كتب هذه الجزئية ختم بإيش؟ مين يقول لي؟ أي طريقة من ختم بها؟ يا ترى عمل ملخص اللي ناقشه أو عمل إيش؟ Is it only a matter of time until the generation above and below Peter catches up with the new trend for a less digital life? Question mark. ختم بإيش؟ ختم بانكوايري، باستفهام. كأنه طرح سؤال على القارئ. وده طريقة كتير جميلة، هذه الطريقة أن أنت تجعلي القارئ يفكر. This is called ending with an open-ended question. تختمي conclude with an open-ended question، ان انت تجعلي الموضوع مطروح لسه للنقاش. ده طريقه برضو جيده. فلذلك في اكتر من طريقه ان انت تختمي بيها او انت تختم بيها الايه الفقره الكتابه. تمام؟ different types. Okay. I think we come to the end of this session, so we can end with a reflective question. ممكن زي ما وريتكم الفقرة دي ازاي الكاتب انهى بسؤال، وكان سؤال رائع جدا. نقول امتى هيجي؟ يا ترى هي مسألة وقت فقط لغاية ما الأجيال السابقة واللاحقة تقدر توائم نفسها بأنها تعمل بالانس، توازن ما بين حياتها في الافتراضية وحياتها الواقعية؟ طرح السؤال ده وكان سؤال جدا رائع. إذا أنت ختمت بهذا الأسلوب إن شاء الله بتحصل على درجة نهائية في هذا في هذا العرض يعني من الكتابة. Write about. يا شباب لازم تغطي النقاط هذه. إذا ما غطيت كل النقاط يعني في مثلا what are the pros of the use of social networking sites on people. Pros means advantages. Cons means disadvantages. الإيجابيات والمساوئ. Okay. What are the cons of social media sites? لازم فقرة تانية تستعمل الايه السلبيات. What are the solution؟ ده ما شاء الله مرتب جدا. الفقرة الثالثة يبقى النقطة الثالثة هتتكلم عن السولوشنز. Yes.
How many words in the writing test?
One words. Word count could be 200, maybe 150. I'm not sure actually. But anyway, it would be an essay, not a paragraph. مش هيكون فقرة واحدة يا شباب، هيبقى بشكل essay. يعني ايه essay؟ مقالة زي قطع القراءة اللي انت تقدر تحتفظ باللينك هذا عشان تقدر تتابع وتذاكر. تحضر يا شباب ذاكر. قطعة القراءة اللي احنا استعرضناها عبارة عن أكتر من فقرة. ده اسمه مقالة essay writing. okay. في كتير موضوعات زي مثلا choice of your future career، اختيار الوظيفة في المستقبل. دي ممكن تكون موضوع. home design over time، يعني اختلاف تصميمات البيوت عبر الزمن. زمان دلوقتي البيوت أصبحت فيها تقنية كتيرة، زمان ما كانش فيه تكنولوجي، كان بيوت بسيطة لكن كانوا بيتغلبوا عن مشقة الحياة والمناخ بطرق بدائية ولكن كانت ناجعة، ما كانش فيه مكيف. how to stay safe online، ده برضو موضوع شائع. saving the planet، زي تنقذ eco-friendly human practices، الممارسات الإنسانية الصديقة للبيئة عشان تقدر تنقذ الكوكب. impact of coronavirus on education، تأثير كورونا فيروس على التعليم. expo، ده موضوع شائع ربما ممكن يجي لأنه احنا دلوقتي عايشين هذا الموضوع. خلاص يا شباب، أظن دي يعني خلاصة في عجالة سريعة لإيه الموضوعات ممكن تيجي وإزاي تقدر تكتب. كلنا أتمنى أن أنت اقرأ كتير عشان تكتب كويس. إذا قرأت كتير في الموضوعات زي هذه مثلا، حاولت تقرأ، هيجي في ذهنك مفردات وهتعرف ازاي ترتب افكارك. لكن نصيحة مني أخيرة يا شباب. One last advice, please don't write scripted responses. ما تحفظ نص وتحطه في الإجابة. يعني أبدا لا تحفظ نص وتكتبه، لأن scripted response will be penalized. النصوص المحفوظة دي ما بتاخد درجة كويسة. كمان don't plagiarize، ما تذكر شيء من الإنترنت وتضعه copy and paste. أنا أوريت لك يعني نماذج يعني مشاكل الطلبة بيقعوا فيها.
Can we take the idea and do the same points? Like, can we take the main idea of the like internet paragraphs and put our what we write, but in the same points?
Yeah, you just try to describe the same idea. Yeah, it's okay, but you can describe it in your own words. Yeah, you can brainstorm for ideas, use the internet, but in the exam there's no opportunity or chance to use the internet. في الإكزام ما أظنش فيه فرصة إن أنت تستعمل الإنترنت. فحاول فكر تعمل brainstorming بناء على قراءاتك السابقة، لكن أنا أقصد ما تحفظش نص وتيجي تحطه في الإجابة. عندي كان حصل قبل كده في سنين سابقة طالب أو اتنين حافظوا نص محفوظ وحطوه في الإجابة وكانش نص له علاقة بالموضوع خالص. وبالتالي للاسف ما اخذوا درجه. فيا احباب ارجو ان انت ما تحفظ نص وتضعه في الاجابه، حاول تفكر في السؤال وتشوف نقاط معينه، وهو بيسهل لك في الامتحان، ما يخليكش انت تحتاج تفكر في نقاط، هو بيقول لك حاول تغطي النقاط هذه، بيديك عنوان عريض وبعدين يقول لك 3 نقاط او نقطتين حاول تتكلم عنهم. The impact of coronavirus on education، تأثير كورونا على التعليم. احنا عشنا التجربة دي قبل وبعد وأثناء وبعد كورونا. هو هيقول لك how has corona reshaped schools، كيف غير المدارس، طريقة التعليم في المدارس. أول ما جه كلنا قعدنا في البيت وأصبحنا هوم سكولينج، هتذكر هذه. What are the informal positive and negative impacts، إيه الإيجابيات والسلبيات للدراسة في البيت للكورونا فيروس على المدارس، إيه إيجابيات والسلبيات، هتذكر نقطتين أو 3 وهكذا. هو حدد لك النقاط اللي تتكلم فيها. Okay, so you're going to find the points. You need to cover the points. You don't have to look for points. Or brainstorm what you should write about. All that you need to is just to find the points here and write and stay focused on these points. اكتب عن الموضوع بشكل مركز يا شباب، ما حد يكتب لي عن كورة وهو مطلوب منه يكتب عن التعليم، ما حد يكتب عن اكسبو ومطلوب يكتب عن كورونا فيروس، ما حد يكتب عن أصدقائه ومطلوب منه يكتب عن هواياته. يعني حاول تخلي كتابتك عن مرتبط بالموضوع. I think this is the end of our session and sorry for keeping you late. I hope you get the benefit of this and thank you for being here with me. Thank you everyone. Wish you good luck inshallah. السلام عليكم. If you have a question أو في سؤال I'm here ready for you.
يعطيك العافية أستاذ، ما قصرت.
بالتوفيق أحباب، حياكم الله، بالتوفيق. احتفظوا بهذا الرابط يا شباب وراجعوا منه إن شاء الله بيفيدكم كتير. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله. See you later. Have a nice day.
Thank you very much, teacher.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Thank you very much, teacher.
You're welcome, Mohamed. Welcome everyone. Thank you.